call this a Volkswagen? Yeah, guess what? Okay, so you remember when I called this an expensive Volkswagen, right? Although it's a 200 grand car, nearly, I don't know, roughly. Well, I'll explain you why, and I'll show you exactly why I call it expensive Volkswagen. But first, let's have a look what's going on in the workshop. As you can see, there's plenty of light there. I'll try to tidy up. I did not tidy up as much as I wanted because I think you've seen in the previous video. If not, have a look. I've built that big intercooler for the RX-7 FD 600 bricks car, and that job took me 3 times longer than agreed because it's supposed to be just a simple job, and turns out to be quite complicated. My fault, my choice, because I just wanted to make it as good as possible with the space we had available. However, that robbed me from the time I could spend in the workshop to tidy up, so I could only tidy up as much as possible, which it is what it is. It's still plenty of crap to be removed. I had the scrap guy collect my scrap twice already, and he's already accumulating again, so I think next week we're gonna pretty much finish. I still have to tidy up over there. I have to remove those gearboxes, so Steve's gonna have more space for his new project, because I'm slowly actually starting to work on my car again, and it won't be long till we see this on the road, maybe racing this one. I don't know, we'll see. But so yes, tidy up a little bit. The office will have to be cleaned. I got my new seats for the Crazy Frog. For the Crazy Frog we got, yeah, big plans as well, but one step at a time. Now let's back to the Bentley. Let me show you why I call it expensive Volkswagen. And bear in mind, this is actually not the project, this is just a donor car, all right? What's coming is gonna upset loads of people, including probably you watching this, but that's gonna be a surprise. First of all, let's have a look at the damage. Let me just turn the camera sideways, I'm sorry for that. You see that? Yes, that's exactly what they've done. This is how nasty some people are. This is how it should look like, and this is how it looks like. You can actually see missing parts, the shock absorber is bent, loads of stuff. I mean, the exhaust valves, I use the zip tie just to keep the valve open so it doesn't rattle as much, because I wanted to make it sound better when we did the burnout. I mean, you've seen the burnout. However, back to us, all right? So why I call this a Volkswagen? Yeah, guess what? Volkswagen. Audi. And you can check these part numbers, okay? I've checked them already. Volkswagen Audi Group. Part number. Volkswagen subframe. Part number, and all the rest of the stuff, okay? There's plenty of this stuff, including the calipers and the brakes. Now, the subframe, for example, now you see, it's been broken here. There's another part where it's snapped from the mounts. Can't find it now. Where did I find it? Oh, there. You see it there? Maybe from this perspective, let me just check on the camera if you can see it better. It's snapped. So, what do we need now? We need a Bentley subframe, because we're going to use the whole subframe, including the suspensions, in a new project as a donor. So crap, this is a bent subframe. I could maybe fix it, but will I get to the original measurements? Probably not, because I don't have them. Plus it will be too much work. So you have to buy the subframe. If you go to the Bentley to get the subframe, that's going to be a pain in the ass. That's going to be painful for your wallet. No matter, even if you're a millionaire, come on, this is going to be expensive. However, if you read that part number, okay, and the part numbers on the suspensions and on the drive shafts and all the stuff, you may find out that this is actually an Audi A8, nothing else, not modified. This is not made by Audi Volkswagen to suit Bentley. This is actually Audi A8 parts, the whole rear subframe and the suspension setup. So they built the chassis around the subframe of the Audi A8. Nothing bad, don't take me wrong, this is good because it's been proven. I mean, Audi A8, they really good cars, S8, I drove one a few times and it's fabulous car, all the stuff, yes. But you just have to ask yourself where the money from the Bentley goes for. So this is kind of like, when I build the cars, when I build my van, I'm using a different cars parts as a donor cars to assemble my stuff. I don't build it all custom. So then I can replace this stuff, I can fix this stuff very easily. Turns out Bentley build their cars exactly the same way I build my stuff, using all the cars parts, entire car parts, and not actually hiding this. So, but I'm pretty sure when you go to Bentley, they're not gonna sell you an Audi A8 subframe, but they own one with a price tag. But you know, this is cool to know, I think. Now differential, I think it was saying Bentley, but not on the differential, but just on the cover of the prop shaft. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this is similar to anything else. I'm not sure what the differential itself is, because I have to strip it down to actually look into it. But to be honest, I would not be surprised if this is Audi Quattro system. I may be wrong on this one, I can't check it because I didn't strip it down. This is only the stuff I can see from the outside. But because this is a Volkswagen and I've checked the part numbers of the stuff, fuel tank, it makes you think that the whole entire rear section of the chassis of the Bentley is actually the same as the Audi A8. Otherwise it will not fit the subframe with the correct geometry. And yeah, they do. Well, the damage is like, you can see that. So let's go forward. Let's go forward. What we have here: part numbers, you can read them, and look, Audi logo, Audi everywhere. Oh, look at this, Audi. That says Bentley on it, part number, but this is, I can tell you, this is Audi. Bentley says on the anti-roll bar, because this, you know, maybe thicker, maybe stiffer, so they probably put this one, but the whole rest of the stuff is Audi. What says on this one? I can't actually read it because it's all aluminium and there's big corrosion on it, but there you go. Now, if this uses Audi subframe and uses Audi obviously arms and little suspension geometry, it has to be, everything else has to be Audi. However, on the front drive shaft you can see it says Bentley. Now I'm be surprised this is a sticker from the Bentley, but it's just Audi. Same from the hub, because you see that the hub is actually part of that bit there that bolts to the arm. And yeah, it is on the wooden blocks because the air shocks collapsed, so the customer, to obviously make a move, just put it like a wooden blocks. Not my customer, the guy who sold it to him. But on that one says Bentley, but again, I won't be surprised if this is all Audi just with the Bentley sticker on it. Now the brakes are not Bentley, but this is a good stuff, this is a cool stuff. This is Alcon, and Alcon, you see, it says Bentley on it, but it's not Bentley. This is Alcon caliper and Alcon disc brake. This is carbon ceramic disc brakes. Now this actually makes me happy, because Alcon is a top of the class. You cannot make a better brakes than them. So Bentley this is good. They're using their brakes, because how could you not? You know, I mean, you make one of the best companies in the world to make your brakes, so that's a good thing. But all the rest, yes. And again, I have not started to strip this car down yet. But there's something else I want to show you. Nice car though, I like it. Don't take me wrong, I'm not saying it's a piece of shit car. It's a nice car. Respect to them, they design it very well. I'm not really a big fan of the supercars, but this one I really do like it. I'm not saying this because I have one in a workshop, absolutely not. This is just a donor car, but I really genuinely like them. And I'm not saying I would not buy one because it uses because it's an Audi A8 underneath. Absolutely not, I would still buy one if I had the chance to buy one cheap, affordable for my pockets. But definitely will not service it in Bentley, or I will not buy parts from Bentley, because we find out they're not Bentley, they're just Audi. Now, front of the car, do you see anything missing? You've probably seen this in all the video, but there is something missing here. Intercooler. You see this pipe and this pipe here? This is how the car arrived to us. With the missing sensors, so obviously we have all the lights on the dash and stuff disconnected. You know, and they took this car apart and then put it back together very, very in a poor way. Now, on this side, we do have an intercooler. I wonder what says there. Oh, it says Bentley. You see all the small brackets, all the small stuff. I'm gonna show you underneath of the bonnet, like small lines and hoses. I wonder if this one says Bentley on it. No, but a lot of the hoses that you can actually see when you open the bonnet, it says Bentley on it, like a small hose like this, like they're worth nothing. You can buy them on eBay, and it says Bentley just to make you think this is all, you know, beautiful and Bentley. Like aircon. You can. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. Probably you can see that part number, so you can check it. Audi, Volkswagen. There you go, as a condenser for the aircon. However, back to this intercooler. I mean, this is an intercooler. You see the size of this thing? It's fuck all. I mean, it's got 3-inch inlet and outlet, but this, the way it looks like, even the position of the temp sensor. I don't know if you can see it there. Let me just check it. Yeah, you can see it there. You know, this to me, it says Bentley on the top though. No Volkswagen, no Audi, Bentley. But this, as a size, it looks to me exactly spot on as a Golf 1.90 Di intercooler. To me, this is shocking. The bonnet. I'm pretty sure if I remove the covers, we can find something more. I'm gonna remove them in a minute. But this is Volkswagen stuff. But then you can see the bracket that holds the Volkswagen Audi stuff, the valves for the turbo control. If you can see it, let me just check. There you go. Focus, come on, focus. GoPro won't focus over there. However, it says Bentley. You can see it slightly there. It says Bentley over there. Now obviously this is all covered, because this should be like a cover. I'm pretty sure it goes forward as well, but it's not. This is normal from the bodies from the Audi, Volkswagen, Bosch. There you go, you can check the part numbers. Can you read them? Probably. 2 of them. Oh, and there's also a bed or a mouse living there. Pretty VIP house, is it? So, do you know what? Let me remove these two, this one and this two. Let's see what's hiding underneath. Steve is with me. Yeah. I'm showing it to him because when we was talking about this glue dropping from the air filters, and like Steve said, the intake temps must be ridiculous because you have the fresh air going through this air filter, cooling it down, fresh air from the outside, so that the engine temp must be ridiculously high to melt this glue to actually make it drip it down, right? Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing, you've got ambient temp, just in here, it's going to heat it up even before the turbos to, what temp do you reckon it would take to make glue even melt?
I don't know, but I can use the heat gun to say it.
Yeah,
check it.
It's got to be like, wow, just some crazy amount.
Clearly see it's dripping from the air filter. So and then all that heat is going through that tiny intercooler, which does...
Well, that's the thing, it's not even, it's worse than that, because you got really bad heat already, then into tiny little turbos which are going to be inefficient and making a lot of heat anyway, and then that incredible heat is going to go in those intercools. I bet you, I would love to see the, on these, the data login to see what intake temps. This must be like 70, 80 plus all the time.
But this is not only bad for the engine reliability, this is losing performance as well.
Oh, shitloads, a lot. You would probably notice quite a great difference if you just had 2 filters at the front.
Great advertising. You got a Bentley, pop down. We're gonna upgrade the intercooler for a big one.
It can't be.
No, I got no time for that. But yeah, update.
It's terrible.
A bigger intercooler is a must on this car. This is before the engine.
Yeah.
This is just the heat for the external from the engine.
It's like even just a decent filter alone, even with the standard crap intercoolers, would probably make a huge difference. That is unbelievable. That is.
And they're using, because obviously one bank is about 3-cylinder 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, and they cooling that from the intercooler has been used in the 1.9 TDI.
Yeah, I was going to say the intercoolers are
this is ridiculous from a supercar.
Yeah, but it shows how, you know, it's making all this power that easy.
Yeah, big potential.
Imagine the potential. Yeah, yeah. It can make 630 brake and do over 200 mile an hour with what's going to be the worst intake temps in the world.
These intakes I can improve them massively by not even designing new ones. Probably put the vanes in it to direct the flow. Because this is not flowing good. Unless they have the vanes inside already, but we're surprised they do.
Because otherwise it's really, massively.
And massing there, straight through.
Yeah, if that was there, it'd be a bit more equal, but that is
bad.
Yeah.
So the flow distribution is very bad. The temp inside the intake is very bad because of the small turbos and all the stuff we said now. So this has a massive potential. You can really unleash the power from this stuff and make it much better.
It's even weirder will be, don't forget, because it's a W engine, the actual runner lengths under here, the ports are going to be massively different to each one. It's like VR6s because they have a port going
one
through
here, one
the
there,
head.
one here, one there.
So like this and this one, they're not going to be short like that. One's going to be there, and one's going to be... It's very strange.
Look at this. This ticket, do you know when I remove it from?
Go on.
From there. Do you remember it was Bentley?
I did say,
You see that was saying Bentley?
Yeah. And
you see what it says now, Volkswagen and the part number.
Has it got a different part number?
No, it's the same part number. I thought it was different, but it's the same part number. Just had the dots in between.
Fucking hell.
Some kind of sensor. It says Bentley on it with the part code, but this is a sticker. You can clearly see this is the sticker covering the other sticker. Cheeky bastards. You know what? Let me grab a knife. And I want to see if I'm able to remove that sticker. Let's see if I can get to it. Maybe. I've actually got a part number on it. Come on, I don't want to break it, I just want to remove that sticker. Come on, the blade is too sharp. There you go. What are we gonna find in there? What are we gonna find in there? Oh Jesus, come on. Audi BPK EGR, made in Germany. The part number is 07C 906051. The Bentley code is completely different. It's 07C 906051. No, it's actually exactly the same, but got the dots in between. So there you go. So they sell you the Volkswagen Audi genuine, probably still A8 or something like this, parts and sensors, but they have a sticker of the Bentley, and that's just how they make money. So, for example, you see my van, right? One over there. If you haven't, check out the videos. This was a massive build. This has, well, it is not as fast as a Bentley, obviously. In this state, obviously, from the Bentley what it is now, and this is way more expensive, actually, believe it or not. This has a Merc 606 mechanical setup engine, same as in my race car, this one here, although this one has a bigger turbo. In the van I had a bigger turbo, I removed it because I wanted to have bigger low down torque. However, of the point, I use different car parts. I use Merc engine, I use my gearbox, Jeep new performance transfer case, I use Nissan Patrol axles. What I'm thinking is maybe I should do same stuff that Bentley do. Obviously, that is a big company, I'm just a cunt in a small workshop. However, I should put my stickers on, Żurawski Motorsport, and a part number on the Nissan Patrol axles. And all the stuff, the intercooler, which are both, and I made it, I should put the sticker Żurawski Motorsport. And when you have to buy something, you don't go to Nissan, or you don't go on eBay looking for Nissan patrol axles. You have to ring me, give me my part number, and I'm going to sell you those axles 10 times the price, probably, because this is the ideology the Bentley does. So they even put the effort to put their own part numbers, just
it's crazy.
same part number, so they order it from
crazy.
Audi.
I still love the fact a couple of the rubber pipes actually have
I
Bentley
showed
on
that. I showed that.
like,
you remember I showed
that's some dedication, that is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Although, like I say, I still love the car.
Oh yeah, it's a work of art. I love
car,
it, and I think it's badass. But yeah, it's interesting where supercar sort of parts come from.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess it is a supercar, isn't it? It's 200 mile an hour. Nothing that does 200 mile an hour isn't a supercar.
Hey, it's nearly £250,000 car, so it's not a piece of shit, is it?
No.
It's still nice. Although being an Audi underneath, but it's still nice.
Yeah, both sides mounted.
Yeah, both sides. That one as well.
Yeah.
Dripping down. I mean, it's melting. It melted the glue that holds the vanes together from the air filter.
I like the way they've got pop-off valves in case there's too much vacuum.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite good.
It's cool stuff.
It's awesome. Wow, that's crazy, really. There's so much. It shows there's so much potential in almost anything.
Yeah.
I remember long time ago, Nissan 200SX, well, S14 Silvia.
Yeah.
I remember a test on the standard intake temps on them, and if I remember right, even standard they were like 60 something, and if you raise the boost on the standard intercooler to like 15 psi like anybody does,
they were tiny.
they're like 85, and it's like, whoa, that's
tiny.
dangerous. You know what I mean? So, but this must be high as. I've never seen glue melt in an airbox.
Melting from the airbox, from the engine heat.
That's a lot of heat.
I'm scared to think what's going on inside the intake tank, like you said.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think big as intercooler, improving the flow inside the intakes, the plenums, huge improvement.
Decent.
Not because you make
it to the turbo.
Not because you're making an awesome job. Because this is so bad, it is so easy to improve it.
Yeah, there's a lot of easy improvement.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, 60/30 brake is only basically making like 100 brake per litre. It's like a 200 brake 2 litre. It's not even trying. So.
But the beauty is where this engine goes, loads of space for the huge intake cooler.
Yeah, because
or even a charge cooler or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think just a massive intercooler would be so easy because it's got a big front end. Without giving the game away.
And there's gonna be an episode where I'm actually gonna modify these plenums. I'm not saying I'm gonna build the new ones. Maybe, probably not, because he wants this. But modify them inside to flow them better. Because I will not let the car out of the workshop with the standard plenums unless they already modified inside. We have to
unboard them and see working. Yeah, it's funny because like obviously he wants it looking like this.
Yes.
So you'll have to keep these tops on, but actually have the air filter somewhere else.
Yeah. We have to keep everything improve it massively.
Because it don't matter how much of an air feed you get there.
Yeah.
If it's melting that, it's melting that, and it's just rubbish. End of story.
But you have to understand, this is a bonnet is here. Obviously, the bonnet has all the insulation for the noise, so it's pretty much covered in everything. So all the heat generated from the engine has no way to escape.
Yeah.
Let's go forward. So you can see it. VR6 engines on a common crank. This is how they sound like, just with the downpipes and the catalytic converters. I think that's flames, are they? I'm pretty sure I saw flames. Let me see if we can record it. So, what we want to show you, huge discs, or 420 were they? 420, ready for this? How huge the caliber is, bigger than my head. And the Corsa brakes, the pads.
Well, look at the pads.
So, we got the Bentley apart, engine is out, the gearbox is out, the whole front section is out. And I think we're gonna have a look at what we're dealing with, because I think it's quite shocking. How tiny this thing is.
Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit.